Dancing like this Rhyme and Lime. Thank you all so much for coming out and joining us. Give yourself a round of applause. As always, it means the world to me that all of you would come out to join us for a night of jazz, a night of art, a night of expression. Rhyme and Lime is so special to me, and tonight is also extra special because tonight makes a year that I have been hosting Rhyme and Lime. Jamaica, if you're watching, thank you again for trusting me with this, and thank you for putting this together. And I hope that we all have a great time. I love some of the costumes that I'm seeing. The attention to detail is chef's kiss. Love it. So I also want to encourage you to try out some of the specialty cocktails we have for the night. We have the Cloak and Dagger, and we also have Poison Ivy's Witch's Brew. I highly recommend it. So before we get started, I just want to share something that I saw this morning. I spend entirely too much time on YouTube watching people that spend entirely too much time also on YouTube. Yes. And I saw a video that broke down what a person felt was the 7 deadly sins of art. Now, I won't go through all 7, but I do want to share with you just like little snippets of what they had to say about the first sin, which they said is sloth. Sloth, depriving the universe of its you. You think about making art, but you don't make it. You like the idea of being an artist, but think it's just not in the cards for you. The universe without you is just a universe. Your specific perception of the universe and the potentialities that lie under your skin, your little imagination lightning rod that detects like ghosts of hitherto unrealized dreams, is not replaceable. There's not going to be another one of you. A lot of people do harbor creative passions and have genuine inspiration and real dreams, and instead of watering them, they let them die. Don't fantasize about how cool it would be if you did make the art. Just do it. It's so much better, and it is the greatest way to reintroduce and to give back you to the universe. This is like a nicer, cleaned up version of the actual video. The actual video came for my entire neck, and I was just going to read the script out as is, but I decided, let me not do that. So that's a nicer version of that. And right now, this is the only part that I wrote down. But I just wanted to start with that as a thank you to each of the poets that are joining us tonight, and for putting yourself out there, for choosing to create when you could choose not to. Now, up first, we're going to have a regular face here at Rhyme and Lime. I think that in all honesty, kind of showed up out of nowhere, but I appreciate that, and I appreciate seeing your face now here at Rhyme and Lime. So we have I Hate Hamsters.
Short people, Mike. There we go. All right, so good to see familiar faces back after the summer break, and I see some new faces who I'll give you fair warning if you don't know. My lady and I write adult erotic fiction, so if you wear pearls, this would be the time to clutch them. And in keeping with the Halloween theme, this one's called Soul Snatcher. You told me that you wanted that mind-blowing sex, the sex that blows your mind because it starts deep inside your brain, the brain which tells your lungs to breathe and your heart to beat, the beat that is so strong you can feel it in your teeth, the teeth that are now gnashing together because your coming is so powerful you swear that it is emanating from deep in your soul, and I am coming for your soul like the end of orgasmic times incarnate, with the kind of fierce ferocity that would have you squirting at such a velocity your fluids will defy gravity, because the levels of my depravity are so deep as to be inconceivable. Your repeated peaks the only mission my current reality can conceive. coming at you, into you, and through you like we are trying to single-handedly conceive the entire next generation. Filling you so deep and so full, you start wondering if that generation isn't inside your walls already. Because you weren't ready. You talk about it, you beg for it, you brag about getting it, but you don't get it. This is it, right here, right now. You need to comprehend we are commencing to bring about the end of your previous belief system of what real sex was, because I'm about to make you a true believer in a whole new system of orgasms, which have so much soul in them that they will leave you with none of your own. Your body drained, your fluid expelled, your mind blank, your nerve endings still spasming back and forth between scalding fire and totally numb, and you are left numb to decide which version of my extreme perversion you prefer most, because you're still experiencing hallucinations of the Holy Ghost after the mystical ways that I have just rated your deepest inner bays, the bays of your body, of your mind, of your mortal soul, because once you've allowed me inside, your climaxes refuse to stop their roll. There we go. You hear yourself pleading for just 1 minute to please just let me catch your breath, to hold on before I put my tongue back in it. But the cat has your tongue, so you were helpless to prevent me from putting my tongue back inside your cat. Rat-a-tat-tat, they are firing off just like that, back to back. Oh my fucking God, you scream. Why does it seem that God has left the building just when you needed him the most, and entered you instead in the form of the ghost, now flowing through your every crack and crevice, your synapses peaking like Mount Everest, your former reality now shattered, nothing else in life ever mattered, except for this very moment in time, when I have all your climaxes coming in a tight rhythmic line, because when I am fucking your mind, it will be totally obedient, your orgasms unfathomably expedient, as your pink hole is sucked deep inside the black hole of my masterful throat, because when it comes to sucking out your soul, I am the goat. Like nothing you have ever seen or felt, that secret sexual ninja who has attained the highest black belt, which is now wrapped tightly around your skin, so beautiful and brown, holding you down so that you can't escape even if you tried. And you have cried out loud for your Savior to come down from that cloud, to save you from this never-ending bout of crescendos, causing you to continually pass out, only to be awakened again to realize I am still within, never ever coming up for air, because I won't stop taking you there. My very existence is entirely reliant on your clit being completely compliant to my every flick and lick, because my mind is sick for your soul, dedicated only to the all-consuming goal of leaving you wrecked, which comes directly from my deep respect for your phenomenal female form, which is born out of the most reverent adherence to the religion that is worshipped within the temple located between your thighs, which takes me higher above all the skies than any drug or deity ever could, should, or would, because your pussy is the only altar at which I will ever kneel. The way that your lips feel when pressed up against mine, yours wet and pulsing, mine pursed tight and sucking, while you're beneath me bucking, your hips harder as if trying to barter for the return of your soul, which I now possess, because my tongue is possessed and pressed into your body like I am trying to break it. You're not sure your physical form is going to make it. Through the night, something can't be right. You no longer even want to fight. You've given in and made that transition into your newfound position of willingly allowing me to be the most fervent servant of your level of pleasure, which exceeds every measure. That you've stopped trying, no longer crying, now just fully complying. Handing me the keys to your sacred hole, now entirely under my complete control. And those other mere mortals, they can have your body, because I already told you, I'm coming for your fucking soul.
Thank you so much. I hate answers. Kind of like when he goes first. It kind of, yeah, exactly. Breaks the ice for us. So, up next, we have another regular here at Rhyme and Line, Miss Nida.
It's a skort. It ain't squirting nothing. I like vampires, like a lot. Yes. So this one's called The Contract. First you're going to love me, then you're going to hate me, and that's when the fun starts. I'm going to pull you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to force you. I'm going to make you. But I will never break you. You're precious. It's a promise. Take my word. It's a gift. Sign the contract, darling. Let's seal this with a kiss. Your lips on my lips, your hands on my body. I will show you what raw power is, down where the demons party. Does it hurt, you ask? Only when I do it well. Come, let me teach you why the angels really fell. A cascade of shadows, you shiver with fear. It's cold in the underworld, but the water is crystal clear. Drink deep, drink often. This love drop won't soften until you slumber in my coffin. I'm going to pull you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to force you. I'm going to make you. But I will never break you. You're precious. It's a promise. Take my word. I'm always honest. I think of you sometimes when I have drank too much of this world, when the orange, blue, and red hues mix in the sky. I think of you sometimes when it's October and the screams of costumed children's feet slapping the damp pavement wake me from my death-like sleep. I think of you sometimes when I'm sitting in my chair and that song comes on and suddenly it's 2003 and strangers don't know if we're sisters or wives. I think of you a lot, more than sometimes, more than most. Does your ghost get my messages? This one's called Guilty. Falling in love with you, I curated a playlist of all the words, the feelings, the emotions, all the ways I want to show you. Falling in love with you is a journey, this hero's trial, that there is no villain, just us, floating in clouds, soaking in sun, dripping in the pleasure of two becoming one, souls touching, blinded to everything but you, bound, sweet torture. And this is my last one for Hawaii. It's called Invited. I don't care if you show up for me or not. I show up for me. It would be nice if you did. You can come if you want to, if you don't already have plans. I mean, if you think I'm worthy of your time, I get it. It's a no spoons, no fucks, no bones kind of day. You're busy. We're all busy. Next time. Only next time never comes. If they wanted to, they would. Still, I don't care if you show up for me or not. I show up for me. I am enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naida. Thank you. Thank you so much, Naida. Thank you for your vulnerability. And I don't think you've ever missed a rhyming line at all. The last two. And thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to share two poems that I have, as you can see. For those that don't know, I am Poison Ivy tonight. So a lot about nature and about plant life. So I have this short poem that I wrote called Wisteria. Purple climbing vines stretch across my window like hand extended. A hand extended is an expression of friendship, much like the plant's naming. Its naming being made by two friends in Philly whose friendship bloomed wild. And another one, this is one that I've written in the past, but it's kind of with the poison ivy theme of my costume. one's really good on my mind. It's called Dandelion. In a field of flowers, our love grew and showered us in a haze of fluff that clouded our view. What bloomed was beautiful, but it caused wounds like rosy thorn bushes imbued with bright colors and perfect scents. Hence, we were both weed and flower, loved and maligned till the fluff lost its power and only broken stems were left behind. As I picked this last floret, and I breathed goodbye to the love we let grow wild and free, I exhale my farewell, propelling a cloud of seeds, our wishes, and our dreams through you. So next, we're going to have a special performance by Majestic, the president of PRISM, which is, please correct me if I have this wrong, the Gender and Sexuality Alliance at UBI.
I'm going to speak a little bit about PRISM before I do either a poem or a song. We're going to see. So PRISM is, yes, the Gender and Sexuality Alliance at UBI. And we're having a raffle so that we can fundraise. So it's $5, and the first prize is a big colorful box. Wow, this look is really going on me. It's a big colorful box full of like candies, snacks, and money flowers. And then the second and third place prize is the same thing, but like smaller.
How do we get tickets? Where do we get our tickets?
Oh, you can contact me or our secretary, Ms. Governor. Oh, and you get to pick a number between 0 and 75, because tomorrow we're going to spin a wheel, and whichever numbers it lands on, that's the people that are going to win. I'm going to sing a song. So I'm going to do Feeling Good with the Chloe version. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
another Rhyme and Line regular and what looks like candidate of the season. We have Nathan.
No birthday boy. What political party are you?
The one that wins. Thank you to our kind hosts, David and Priscilla, and Raven for putting this together, although I don't really appreciate you making me have to follow that all. Been kind of a dry month for me, so I got like two short ones tonight. This is a epitaph for the lazy. Here lie the dusty dreams, once fresh, of one young man. There are many here, but well compressed, may fit inside your hand, or in this box. Here lie the yearning ambitions, and stars hung low for him to reach. If but stretched up long fingers to grasp but no, and one not really as dark. It's called 2 a.m. My romantic olfactory. Those cautious eyes shrouded in steam from burnt coffee raised to cover your smile. I will always associate your voice with the clang of a busser's tub hurriedly clearing off the table for the beleaguered trucker on a 1,000-mile haul. Bacon grease and fried potatoes, and last night's perfume, grimy tile and cracked leather, and the warmth of your voice sitting down to rest. Competing with the raucous booths of a boys' night out. A pit stop between dance floors. Let's trade secrets and favorite films interspersed with takes from the club. Did you see what that girl in the silver was wearing? And what the fuck do you call that dance, man? We unveil each other's tastes incrementally, picking at our plates, tiny bites. Picking each other's brains, tiny bites. See us in grainy silhouette. This capsule floating in space. Chipped, steaming mugs, keeping out the cold and the sleep and the lonely. Thank you.
So I'm contractually obligated to embarrass him right now because he just had a birthday. So let's all sing on three. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nathan. Happy birthday to you.
So up next, we're going to have the second half of that political team, I believe. Donovan.
Hello. This is called Ambassador What's Up. Can y'all hear me?
No?
No? Hello? Welcome, friends and valued guests, to the great halls of Hallows' Here in this grand place, you must find fears in your place. Falter none under trembling well. Tonight, the demons are ours to cage. Forget the bags and shed the burden. Tonight, it's much mirror turns outward and not in. Rest easy now, mouse. The cats no longer take beneath the bed. Goals no longer demand tithe and instead request sugar. Welcome again, my favorite friend, in this place of great kingship. Wicked is the fallen house, and shadow yet stands. So miserly is the widow woe, whose bowl remains half empty. Dearly beloved and never let go, I know of misery the unwarned. The Missouri man says hi, by the way. To you, his friend, here in the Ambassador Hotel, where checkout is ever nigh. Thank you.
Thank you, Donovan. So up next, I believe this is a first timer here at Rhyme and Line, Miss Hannah.
Hi everybody, thanks for having me. This poem is called A Letter to Myself. It's from my book, Depths of the Mind. So, don't give up yet, love. Angels are protecting you. Your guardian angels believe in the powerful force that lies within. A powerful force waiting to break through. When the overwhelming feeling of loneliness dawns on the soul, know your spirit guide is right beside you, anxious to provide wisdom and guidance. While sometimes it feels as though darkness floods every corner of our peace, don't let the negative energy completely dim out your life. We control our own thoughts, our own reality. I can be the first to admit the difficulty of experiencing repeated negative emotion. It becomes so easy to cave into the demons. Whether we stay in bed all day, feed our addiction, or fake a personality to fit in, are we truly just avoiding reality? Often when we suppress the emotions we'd rather not feel, we find ourselves more depressed and more lost. On top of the already off-putting feelings, the feelings of regret and doubt often appear. Patience becomes extremely important in this time. It is rare to be able to wake up one day and completely change who we are. But if we take baby steps towards our goals, the desired destination will not seem as far. Claim an abundance of everything you desire for yourself. Speak as though it is already yours, and before you know it, it will be. When destructive thoughts, when destructive thoughts invade our minds at too high of a capacity, we subconsciously attract bad situations, bad energy, and bad people into our lives. But if we wake up every day and jot down 3 goals, as well as three things we choose to welcome into our life, write them as though they have already manifested, you won't believe how quickly reality can change. Blessings may not manifest in the exact way imagined, but blessings will appear. Months or sometimes years might pass before we receive our wants, but do not give up. Perhaps the universe or spirit determines the timing is not right, but trusting the process is key. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but Rocky talked me into it, so I'm going to sing a little part of one of my new songs that I just put out. The song is called Permanently Damaged. I'm really nervous about this, just so you guys know. Alright. You ever think somebody loves you but they don't? You give it your all, and your heart and it broke. Know you're trying your best, but your heart's in your throat. Yeah, that shit can kind of change a person, and that shit can kind of break a person. Next thing you know, you can't breathe. You're down on your knees, you cry and you plead. Wishing out someone save me. I'm doing my best, but I'm breaking. I have to get past this. God made me to outlast this, but I still live outlandish. I wanted you to fix me, but I'm permanently damaged.
Hannah, thank you for joining us. What's the name of your book again?
It's called Depths of the Mind.
Depths of the Mind. Where can we buy it?
It'll be on Amazon shortly.
Okay, Depths of the Mind. Keep an eye out for it. It'll be on Amazon soon. So I hope those that have signed up won't mind. We're going to shift up the order a little bit. We have in the audience with us Miss Savannah Lyons, who has something they'd like to share.
Savannah.
Alright, I'm on my Instagram. That's where I keep all my stuff to share with everyone. Okay, so I'll read a lot. And I've never read this out loud before, so bear with me. It's going to be my first time practicing. I was raised in a museum. Don't be careful with me. Be rough. My edges seek erosion from grip, from being used so many times, handled and mishandled. This anthropological exercise has deformed us. The gallery, a keloid. Stop watching me so soft. A passive gaze is nasty and fruitless. America just puts me in a car, sends me through a massive venal network I don't want to be responsible for oxygenating. It could sit in its rot for a while. Pieces of metal assemble and then squeeze between asphalt and sky in peristalsis, between satellite radio and chewing sounds, pushed forth, dueling, of relaxation and tension, of strip mall and cornfield. The only thing I've suffered is myself, pouring and eating too much, sleeping late and all excess, till I was multiplied into 7 versions of myself I couldn't account for. I want to ride a motorcycle built by my father, especially for me. I want to paint and be understood, analyzed by brushstrokes and shading only. I dream of driving so fast I could turn left and be flung into the sky, a centrifuge, whipping me into eternity. Constant movement trumps accountability. Spinning is a continuum of color, emotional distance between us and the thing. That's part 1. I want 1 child for 2 men, yes, and 100 women. Little by little, I'm collecting sticks to build a house that won't know whether I'm coming or I'm going. Though we won't acknowledge it, there is still power to be had in symbiosis. A remora in the mouth of a shark, tidying and sheltering, is a poem for submission, is a woman who refuses to drive and requires being driven. Does the shark have anything to say? The only people who ask are me and those who wish to one day be eaten. I admit I can be stubborn. Sam says no woman is an island. I disagree. On a hot Wednesday, my little legs jut out of my skirt with no point of origin. That they could exist for miles or years suggests I'm not steady on my feet. But everyone knows otherwise. Harlem is for lovers, all right, and knowing and seeing. We are moving at a different pace here. 3 men join me in my living room, 1 from somewhere, 2 from somewhere else. We are feasting on air. We don't speak. Instead, our livers send signals. Understanding is a kind of embroidery. I wish to sit and darn with men all day, adorning the fabrics of our mothers, considering history as a needle pulling thread. Just maybe I'll leave this country to dream new. But right now I'm sitting in a Honda, close to the ground, waiting for this man to change the song. Late at night, Dee calls and asks me how I like it. I like it a lot. I like it too much. Who do you want to be? A bloody gauze is just waiting to be oxidized. It's not foreboding or anything. It's just not as scary as a man with a jerry curl who looks at you and says, must be nice. I want 1 child for 2 men, yes, and 100 women. Little by little, I'm collecting stakes to build a house that won't know whether I'm here or I'm there. Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
So, up next, we have Kim.
Good night, everyone. So now I'm going to present a poem I wrote myself. It's
called I Started Dreaming Again. From time to time, I find myself looking into the future, accomplishing in the goals that I set, and manifesting pleasure. My condo clean, with big windows overlooking the city. The noises of the traffic soothe the inner child within me. Happily singing to herself, she can't believe we're here, because it was at the age of 10 she thought we disappeared. The atmosphere is sweet plum vibes, a place where I can relax. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the neighbor play the sax. The place that I've been dreaming of is finally in my grasp. The partner that I prayed for starts quietly in my lap. I feel secure within our love and feel so honored too. It's true, you know, the thing they say. There's someone there for you. The domestication of it all was all I ever asked. Something warm for me to keep and not to be harassed. A home where I can bare my chest and no one makes a sound. A sanctuary of its own where myrrh is always lit. My office is my second room where I do my business. No one can say that I'm to this or I cannot do that because I play a different game and financially I am fat. No Mario, no Smash Brothers, no Zelda or GTA. I'm proud to call and meet it when I tell my mom, hey, I'm okay. I know that there's a phrase that goes, where there's a will, there's a way. And that's what I've been dreaming about every night and every day.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. So, I believe this is another new face. We have Zara.
Good night. This one is called Hope. I hope your love is tranquil. Hope being what weighs your feet and uplifts your spirit. I hope you find yourself in the depths of comfort, where you stay grounded and swallowed to love. Hope being fragile, hope being delicate, whomever you are and every dream you claim, never doubt hope's gentle frame. Hope being fragile, hope being delicate, lace your thoughts and allow hope to embellish it. You can dress in sorrow, you can bask in glee, hope remains the best accessory. On this page, I've written for you an enchantment. Hope is delicate, hope is fragile, hope being sharp, piercing, and agile. Fluid and free, forever changing, walk your path with hope remaining. I have another one, it is entitled, When Love is Refined, what shape does it take? Does the sweetness coat the walls of the very mold it baked? Not yet presentable, so naked and bland, forbid it be raw, there is hardly any room to expand. When love is refined, how much can I share? Two halves of a heart, equally fitting for a pair. Love is portioned and delicately measured, to refine and redefine strictly for pleasure. When love is refined, how should it be dressed? Something neat and flamboyant, for all eyes to be blessed. When love is refined, what shape does it take? Does the sweetness coat the walls of the very mold it baked? Just a little mantra I like to say. I speak prosperity. Allow me to collect energy to strengthen my dexterity. The force in me and those alike around. Grant me your beauty, for I am spellbound. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Zara, for joining us, and thank you to all the new faces that were brave enough to come up and read. I hope that we'll see you at our next one. So next we have Jafracy.
This one is untitled. For now. And it's also in Spanish.
Regálame un trozo de tu corazón. Quiero ser íntimo con tu ser. Tus labios dulces, déjame conocer con la sinceridad de un amante gentil y fiel. Quiero ser la leche en tu piel y la agua de la húmeda. So much, Jeffrey. So, up next, somebody wrote this name down for someone. So we have Alex. What? Is there an Alex that had something they wanted to share?
Yeah. Because Alex just want to do something, right?
Good night, my name is Alex. Good night, my name is Alex. I'll share 2 poems. This first one is called To Love a Ghost. To love a ghost. To love a ghost is to love the shadows of the world. To embrace its love is to learn how to fill the empty spaces. Hearing her whispers is listening to the wind that carried a discourse through the skies, orchestrating your heartstrings to accompany this broken harmony, a symphony of broken melodies that has fallen upon composers' deaf heads. To love a ghost is to love a broken classic. To love a ghost is to love shattered glass, remembering the mural that each piece once faded into, the beauty that it once held before it was stripped down, the vase that held bright red roses and bleeding water, holding on to life in its purest form. To love a ghost is to love broken pieces. To love a ghost is to love the irregular heartbeats of the world, listening to each pulse different from the last. No two rhymes are the same. Each thump, crash, bang, boom tells a different story, carries a different feeling, and yet each still calls for us to love the same. To love a ghost is to love the perfect imperfections of the world. To love a ghost is to understand that she is not perfect, that her emotions are as free as a kindred spirit, whose interests will not always be the same as hers. She will not always create chills the same way, that her hauntings may be changed, that her heart will be a caged shapeshifter. And you, my friend, you must be the key to unlock the door sometimes. For to love a ghost is to love the way that she is true. And this poem is titled Memory. And I stood there for the first time in forever, existing in a moment that feels all too timeless. It is love, the pinnacle of a dream that stops just before the free fall. I hold on to that happiness so tight that my hands bleed. The calluses hide within these palms keep me alive. And it is in this exact instant that I find myself alone. I know that he does not exist anymore. The man that waits at the edge, looking out into a sea that bears no reflection. He waits for her, not the brightest stars in vast heavens, but a star whose light can only he can see. It does not guide him due north nor south. No, it is the light I know all too well, the light that guides his hopeless steps above the abysmal sea below. As I draw nearer and nearer to the man who no longer exists, I begin to see the light of the star, only we can see. The beauty that lies behind a smile all too sweet, a smile all too sweet. The laughter that chimes like the music that guides our heart's beat. She is a star that only I can see. Yet my hopeless feet do not step any further. They cannot get any closer. And so I sit and wait. counting the timeless seconds until I can hear her once again, calling to me. My star that guides me above disobedience. And I stood there for the first time in forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. And to any of the new faces that are here, I hope that you'll join us at following Rhyme and Rhymes. We host this the last Saturday of every month. I highly encourage you to follow us on Facebook, Rhyme and Rhyme STJ, or link with me, after it's over, and I can take down your information and make sure that you get flyers. Generally, when I put out flyers, I also put out like poem prompts and stuff like that. It's just really good for us all to stay connected. So, up next, we have Dana.
Hello there. I found this book I was going through, trying to find some old clothes, which is nice. This was written by George Mallender. And who's that? Who's the sex guy? Who's he at? I believe in the Holy Spirit, so I'm going for that. We have him, you have Hitler. Anyway, I want to do this first one. Keep it going. When the road ahead gets rough, keep it going. When the climbing gets too tough, keep it going. Do it slowly, bit by bit. Don't give up. Just stick with it. You are winning each minute. Keep it going. When the skies have changed to gray, keep it going. When you've lost along the way, keep it going. After rain, the sun will shine, and the road you're sure to find. Keep this always in your mind. Keep it going. Later there'll be time for rest. Keep it going. Mile by mile, you win success. Keep it going. Life is many a weary mile, but you'll shorten them if you smile. So seek happiness all the while you keep it going. I'm not very good at smiling, so I'm sure kind of German. The last one I have, what can I do? One short one? One short one. This is called Captain. Old captain. The weary old captain has left his ship for battered and wrecked. Was she, and he caught a streamlined cruiser headed out for eternity. With a happy smile and a wave of his hand, he left this earthly shore for unknown seas and unknown lands where he always longed to explore. Bon voyage, old captain, and may joy you find as you sail that boundless sea. Forget this old world you have left behind, for brighter ports there be. And the last one's kind of the story of my life, especially here. But it's been worth the investment, I could say. This one's called The Vision. I slowly climb the tortuous path that leads toward the hill, where God sits on the mountaintop, and all is calm and still. He knows I'm stumbling on the path. He hears my dragging feet. The pounding of my weary heart is every weary beat. The path isn't barren, narrow, steep. The pale mist slowly rise and hide the booming sea below, the rocks and surging tide. I am afraid to linger there. I know I dare not stop. The path leads upward, and he's there. I have to reach the top. I have to travel all alone to find that peace within that draws me closer to my God and leaves behind all sin. He sits there waiting patiently. I feel his presence sweet. I want to stagger to his feet,
to his side and grovel at his feet. But he doesn't turn his head around. He doesn't seem to care. And then I feel a soft caress, his hand upon my hair. I dare to look and hear him say, this sacred prayer divine, forgive them, Holy Father, love them because they're mine. Then musical and tender, a voice came on the breeze. This is my own beloved Son, in whom I am very well pleased. The vision slowly fades away as I awake from sleep, in peace to face another day. Pray God my soul to keep. I'm glad I took the tortuous road. I'm glad I didn't stop, because I made my peace with God upon the mountaintop.
Thank you, Dana. Dana is the owner and operator of Carolina Corral out in Colgate, Virginia. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now, so up next, we also have a popular face at Round Line will join us, Mr. David Knight Sr.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Some great stuff. Hard to follow. As some of you might know, that I'm a lifetime songwriter, not really a performer or a poet. Sometimes I've tried reciting some of my song lyrics, and I find they don't always transition well to just poetry. So I'm going to follow the lead of a few other musical people tonight. Kind of sing for me. It's I'm not used to this. I've never done this before, like a cappella performance, but we'll give it a try. I just need to preface this piece. This piece is called "Ghost of Jimmy Angel." Now, I don't know if you all know who Jimmy Angel was. But you all know his name because Angel Falls, the highest waterfall in the world, is named after him. He was a bush pilot who did barnstorming in the early days of aviation, and went off to South America searching for adventure and worked for mining operations. He flew out over uncharted jungle and tried to identify mineral deposits. And in doing so, he was the first European or American outsider to actually identify and geographically mark Angel Falls. So they named the falls after him. But he's an interesting character. And this song is about him and another life that converges with him, another American who went to South American search for adventure, who was actually killed in a train wreck on the way to Machu Picchu when the tracks were exploded by Shining Path guerrillas in Peru. And he is the narrator of the song. Goes like this. Well, I met Jimmy Angel in the year before his crash. He was holding court in the Portobello Bar. He was on the third round of One More for the Road. Just one single story left to unfold. And he burned like a bright star in a sky full of dark bars while I watched him from below. Bigger than his legend, almost in heaven and higher than his waterfall. Now the ladies of the evening weep. I hear them wailing in their sheets. Where did Jimmy go? Oh, how could Jimmy leave? Making orphans of us all, with his pockets all full of gold. Now Jimmy took me flying up in his airplane. We soared above green mansions down below. He said, son, it's strange to say, but I've been up here all my life. Now I've forgotten what I'm searching for. And he burned like a bright star in a sky full of dark bars while I watched him from below. Bigger than his legend, almost in heaven, and higher than his world fall. Now the world goes dark and dreariness descends upon us like a fog. Oh, where did Jimmy go? How could Jimmy leave? Making orphans of us all. In his pockets all full of gold. So tell me, does Jimmy Angel still fly through those dark and steaming jungle skies? Can you smell the diesel on the wind? See his tail light just glistening like a diamond in the sky. Does Jimmy Angel still fly? Well, they took his broken body out of his airplane. They left the shattered wings there on the ground. I picked them up and I tried them on, but they didn't fit me right. So I hitchhiked away over the top, where I burned like a bright star in a world full of dark bars, keeping both feet on the ground, searching for my legend on my way to heaven and higher, and Jimmy's waterfall. But when I met Sam Baker in the past, I tell you, I was near insane. He said, hey boy, I know where that treasure lies, and Machu Picchu is the place. So I bought a ticket on a train. Tell me, does Jimmy Angel still fly through those dark and steaming jungle skies? Can you hear his engines on the wind? See his nav lights all glistening like jewels up in the sky? Does Jimmy Angel still fly?
Thank you so much. So, up next, we have a face that we don't see a whole lot anymore, but I'm very glad that he's here. We have Griffin.
Of course. Do you want to stop?
Hello, hello, hello. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to follow that. Good start. My name is Griffin, but tonight I am another Jimmy, Mr. Andrews. And as much as I actually brought a live guitar here, I did not know how to play, and I won't be playing it. But I'm here to steal your poetry. I'm sorry, Raven, I'm not here all the time. I do love poetry, so much so that I came to home and wrote this on the ferry, and I hope that you like it.
Just now.
This poem is entitled Voodoo Child. There must be some way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. Well, baby, since you stole my heart, I guess I'll be the Joker. Fuck it, knock knock, who's there? Fuck it, I don't want to tell jokes. What I want is to tell you that your voice sounds like the color of indigo. And when I listen to it, the corner of my mouth rise to my eyes like sage smoke twisting from a bolt. Knock knock, who's there? Fuck it, I don't want to run games. What I want is to run my fingers through your hair till I get tired, and I stop and you stare. And I start again because, well, you're cute when you're fussy, and you wear the pants in this relationship. Knock knock, who's there? Fuck it, I don't want a kid around. What I want are some kids running around, like little voodoo children playing little voodoo games with little voodoo names, like Hendrix, or Calypso, or Bob. Just kidding, Bob is the fucking worst. Knock knock, who's there? Fuck it, I don't even know. There must be some kind of way out of here, but baby, I don't want to go. I just want you to know that I love you. Thank you.
So normally at this point in the night, I open up the mic to those that haven't signed up yet, but I know that David and Priscilla, on the flyer we said we were doing a prize for best costume. Can I preemptively disqualify myself since I work here? But I work here.
But who cares though?
Separate category. I work here. Like whatever prize that you're offering, I was probably going to get it at a discount anyway.
Prize goes to second place. Best costume.
Okay, sure. We can do that.
Yeah, you got second place.
Yeah, you get first place.
Okay, so thank you. So, I think that before I open up the mic for anybody else that has something they want to share, I kind of do want to, if there's anybody that wants to be in the running for best costume, just like by show of hands. Anybody? Yes, for second place, Second place is who gets the prize.
You want to be in the running? You're
Yes, you can. Okay.
Raven. I'm just ugly Adam. You go. What's up? Red Nessico. You.
I gotta say, I'm loving the couples here.
Yes.
The nurse and doctor slayers.
Yes.
So everybody's gonna get a little something, something, but let's see if we have consensus on the best. Right, okay. Raymond's this.
Go for Raymond! Yeah! Get out of here!
To my left here again, we have
Another ring.
Bowsette. We're gonna make this by applause. So the loudest applause gets the main prize. But everyone got a little bit of something. We got Nurse and Dr. We got Jimi Hendrix. Bugsy Adams. Chucky. We got Spider Bunny. Okay, let me see. Jimi Hendrix. Nurse and Dr. Slayer. Okay, sounds like a tiger marriage. Everybody's here. Okay, good. I will fetch the goodies by the bar for the prizes, and Miss Raven, you can continue. Thank you so much for coming out. It's so amazing, the variety and the excellence in poetry and feeling and thoughts and vulnerability and everything that we express here every rhyme and live poetry night. I thank you. You guys are amazing, and thank you, Miss Raven, for keeping this alive and going. And I think I see some eager poets still, so let's keep it going. Oh, wait a minute, we got Love and Broheem. Thank you for your tunes and being here with us as well. Thank you.
Alrighty, so now it's the point in the night where we open up the mic to anybody that may never signed up, or if you're somebody that signed up and you want another opportunity to read something. Is there anybody? I just wanted to translate my poem because I realized that y'all don't speak Spanish. Okay. Regálame un trozo de tu corazón. Give to me a piece of your heart. Quiero ser íntime con tu ser. I want to be intimate with your being. Tus dulces labios, déjame conocer. Your sweet lips, let me know, I really get to know your sweet lips. Con la sinceridad de un amante gentil, with the sincerity of a lover who is gentle and faithful. Quiero ser la leche en tu miel. I want to be the milk in your honey, y la agua que te rejuvenece, and the water that rejuvenates. Thank you. Is there anybody else that has something? Not anybody extra as far I have a fan, Jack.
keep my best points until I see she in the audience.
Run it, run it.
So this one is called Logos. I love me some beautiful brown skin, the thick strands of our curly, coily, kinky hair. I love the taper of our sides, the plushness of our lips, the slight crinkle in the corner of our eyes when we smile. I love our broad noses, our strong necks, our heads held high in defiance, our voices that boom. I love our hands that create, that make, that shake, expectations loose, like sweet vanilla from the branch of a too high to climb tree. I like how we age like wine, how our sun-kissed skin glows like God's sweetest truth. I love our feet, wide like my mother's, that hold me rooted in the ground, like ancient mahogany trees no cat 5 could turn over. The soil, nutrient rich with the sacred blood of our ancestors spilled. I love us, and I refuse to pretend I don't. I recently graduated and got my bachelor's degree. I'm educated like two of them now. So this is things I got from undergrad. 1, a Red Bull addiction. 2, a disdain for stiff-necked white men. Don't ask me to just hey. I was in the Bay Area doing programming. You know. 3, God is dead. We killed her in the name of Christianity and its patriarchy. 4, your favorite artist is probably an asshole. 5, the education system is a scam. 6, I will never financially recover from this. 7, every successful person is a product of nepotism. 8, you are more beautiful than they let you think, smarter than they let you know, and stronger than even you believe. 9, therapy. 10, sometimes you need that label. 11, your coworkers are not your friends, that job is not your family. 12, you can do everything right and still lose. 13, one real friend is worth more than anything this world has to offer. And then for my family. It's called mission statement. One day, I'm going to be a professional poet. I promise. I'll stand before you with poems memorized, pitch perfected. Hell, I might even bring props. But this shit is unplanned and autobiographical, often random musings of the day, my brain cracked on serotonin, following the dopamine. At any moment, inspiration strikes, like lightning, like reflection, like I'm holding a mirror and you're looking through. You can see me, but I can't see you. My words pull you into a trance, two-way glass, funhouse mirrors, perceptions twisted, reality compromised, direction amiss. Mind races like a speeding train, careening through the night. The pressure builds, you're jumping tracks, and then you awake. Hey, how you doing? I dust off the mania, remnants of last night. There's always time to check in, to slow down, to speed up. We should go over safe words. I offer snacks and libations with the aftercare, and we adjust from the drop. The rhythm is a dance, the stage, our partner, the pen in my hand like water, a torrent of inspiration. I'm thankful for my muse, for the audience, for the venue, for you. The greatest work is taking you for the ride. One day, I'll be a professional poet. I promise.
Thank you so much, Naida. Is there anybody else here with us in the audience? I believe Alex from behind the bar has something for us. Come on up, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the guy that's been shoveling ice very loudly while people have been doing the poetry. So I have a poem for you guys. It's from one of the best contemporary Wesleyan poets, I think in recent years. Some people call her the next Walcott. Anyways, here you go. Oh, here goes nothing, that's what I do. Pussy tight, pussy clean, pussy fresh. Guys, it's funny. You guys are into some stand-up comedy. Oh man, there's so much highbrow art that I have to follow up on here, and now you guys just have to settle for high art. I'm so sorry about that. Anyways, you know, it's a Halloween, so people are saying that you dress up what you're not for as Halloween, and for that reason, I am going as someone who doesn't suffer from SSRI-induced impotence.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just joking. Am I? I don't know. That's not really a anyways, but we're actually pulling off a couple's costume. I'm being the angel, she's being the devil. I think Brian and Roach are probably doing the same thing for Halloween. Anyways, oh gosh, it's been a long time since I've done any sort of stand-up. I only really do this pretty much once a month during these run-line sort of events, and it's been 3 months. And it's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because it means that there's been a lot more that's been happening in my life to, or, you know, telling some stand-up stories about. I've been traveling for the last 2 months with my girlfriend. I went out to the States, went to New York and Philadelphia, and also the UK, London and Manchester. And, you know, there's just a lot of things, material that I got from going out to these spaces. When I was up in London, for example, I met with my friend from Barbados, my Asian friend. And, you know, I was asking him, like, you know, what's your opinion on, you know, becoming the world's newest republic? He's like, man, Alex, decolonization's maybe not the greatest thing. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that? He's like, hear me out, right? We found out the Queen died. My mom was really pissed because she still had to go into work that day. He's like, yeah. Another aspect of it is too, like, nobody in the clubs is willing to recognize his ID anymore. Like, it's just this like little flimsy paper thing. Oh gosh, that's another thing involving him. He actually went to college with me. That's how I know him. So I met him up in the States. He wasn't from down here, but he moved to London because he got on this opportunity to study his master's there. And so I asked him, you know, like, what's it like living in London? He's like, oh man, it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm like, you're not scared about crime or you know, any of the crazy things that have been happening in London, especially since COVID. If you don't know, there's been an uptick in stabbings and things like that in London. He's like, oh, it's like, bitch, I'm from fucking Barbados, man. It's like, it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, get stabbed in London and then, you know, pay off the hospital bill with free education? Not free education. What am I saying?
Free healthcare.
Yeah, free healthcare. Thank you, Jane. As I said. What else? Anyways, yeah, a lot of you probably recognize me from the fact that I actually worked at Bajo for a very long time. I actually currently don't work at Bajo anymore. I still volunteer behind the bar during these poetry nights, kind of for the sole reason of, you know, being able to get a free couple drinks out of there. But then I get to tell people it's because I care about the community so much. You know what? A lot of people are like, "Well, so did you go to school, Alex? Or are you like going to grad school?" And I told them, "No, I took a tech job." But for those of you who don't know me, I was actually originally supposed to go to grad school for anthropology. And then you may ask, "What's anthropology?" And I say, it's kind of like sociology, but without all the numbers. The real big difference between sociology and anthropology is something called quantitative research versus qualitative research. Quantitative research is like the numbers, like it's statistics, right? It's like the number of people that are doing something. And then qualitative research is kind of everything that exists outside of that, right? The human, the social aspects and facets of life that kind of exist beyond numbers. And so let me give you like an example of how this works, right? A quantitative statement is saying I take a shit probably 7 times a week. And you're like, wow, you know, that guy has a pretty healthy gut. But then here's like the qualitative aspect of it. I tell you, right, like I actually take a shit 7 Yes. I noticed that we had a lot of erotic poetry here. Let's give a round of applause to all of our erotic poets. One thing that I noticed comes up here during the topic of erotic poetry is just eating pussy, or the idea of cunnilingus in general. And I just want to give a really important PSA, because I know a lot of my boys here are very against eating pussy. And I feel like that's really wasted talent, you know? We'll be sucking oxtail, bone marrow, mango pits. You're doing fucking everything, right? You'll be doing that in front of your homeboys, but you're not going to be doing it to the woman that's paying your bills. It's a damn shame. It's like, why you can own a Ferrari if you're not going to take it out on the track? It's like, oh, it's gay. It's literally the straightest fucking thing you can do. Anyway, so I try to end this with a better joke, but if you know me by now, it's I really can't finish well at all. So enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. So, I'll fill the awkward void. So, disclaimer number 2, if the first one made you clutch your pearls, this one's going to make you just throw them out the window and go straight to confession tomorrow morning. You have been warned. You have been warned. Your pearls are about to get blown off. Somewhat in keeping with the Halloween theme. Oh, that too. Somewhat in keeping with the Halloween theme, this one's called She Likes to Play Dress Up. So I've seen plenty of fishnet and high heels and leather collars, and this is that's right up my alley. So there we go. She likes to play dress up. It turns her on instantly when she walks into the room to see that I've already selected a head-to-toe, please fuck me outfit for her. I will have it laid out on the bed for her review. Always high heels, usually something new. A tight leather collar that I will later be grabbing onto when I make her holler. Perhaps one emblazoned with metal studs, which spell out slut or whore, because she always wants to make sure that her man knows that she always wants more. Something sinfully kinky to wrap that high body, and of course her nipple rings. We have many pair, and she always makes sure I never forget those things. I proceed to strip her bare and dress her up and then strap her down. These nights when she's leather-clad, blindfolded and gagged, wrists and ankles carefully bound. Body spread like an eagle, her pussy spread open and eager. Everything about her presence in this moment is screaming to be fucked, except that she can't scream at all because of the ball that I have tied between her lips. As I now hover above her to shove my shaft between her hips and proceed to fuck her out of her mind time after time, come after come, the orgasms begin to run
together like a run-on sentence. And tonight, she is sentenced to hard labor and hard strokes and multiple hard orgasms that would kill those folks. Wherein she shows me her squirts of approval for my removal of the weights of the world off her chest, bringing them instead to rest down onto her pelvis with crashing pound after pound, her head spinning around and around, each stroke slamming into her with such brute force that moments she's scared, her cunt may be about to get a divorce from the rest of her body and be sent into its own orbit, and yet she constantly still begs me for more of it. Our fucking has moved us into that joint space where it's impossible to think of anything beyond these four walls, both of us focused on her pussy being spanked by my balls. After they slap, slap, slap into her, moving her into waves of chain-linked orgasms rolling off her mind like a chain-link fence, she can no longer see anything but stars, hear anything but screams, feel anything but streams of fluid everywhere, hers onto me, mine deep into her, everything flowing, running onto the sheets, onto each other, that there is so much that we are now swimming in our own uncontrolled ecstasy. If she weren't still strapped down, I might not even be able to get a strong enough grip for that next hard thrust, the one that is an absolute must, for us both to shatter the sound barrier with mutual climaxes so mind-bending it would make any woman beg me to marry her. From under her blindfold, tears begin to leak and run down her flesh. Just begin. Maybe this time removing the gag as we wear that pussy out, so that even the neighbors will hear her ear-piercing shouts. Because when she likes to play dress-up and her outfit does such amazing things for those double D cups, it's like having my own personal porn star. There is no such thing as going too far. And for that reason, you can surely understand that even though I am 100% man, I probably buy more women's lingerie than any female you ever met.
Alrighty, so unless there's anyone else that would like to come up and close us out. Going once, going twice. Actually, we also have a local author within our midst, Mr. Howard Jones. Here at Boswell Soul, we'll be doing a book signing with him for his third book.
Sounds like a baby.
Julianne, Queen of the Ruins? Yes. Come, tell us about your book.
Tell us about your book.
Good night. I was expecting this. But yeah, so this is my third book recently. Like I said, I'm a local writer. I finished my first book when I was in high school, which I guess was a years ago. But this is my most recent book. I've been, most of my other books were like, regular fantasy type of books. And I've always had that urge to make something that was a bit more fitting to my own, local culture. And I guess this is the result of that. So, quite just to get into one time. The story is, imagine St. Thomas, right? But, it's still St. Thomas at its core, but it's a time after us, there's no more people essentially. What's left is just like the ruins of, just us. And it's those ruins came about like these tiny little people about they call like common instincts. I don't know if that name is trademarked actually. But I call them instruments. And being that they've risen from like what we've left behind, they're like, similar to us in some ways. Like they talk like us, they kind of dress like us, look like us, and they have that like, culture, but also very different. And I've always liked that whole. I just like seeing how cultures change and evolve, and what else is better to work on than lives. So the story focuses on Julia and Yusuf from country, as they would call it, just artist country, and it's a story about how she becomes, in their culture, a queen or a king isn't just like a political figure. It's to say a person who's like a revolutionary or a wise man or a wise woman, a leader basically. And you could see this. I don't know if you could see it very well. What the church is setting up is also reminiscent of Queen Mary's statue in Denmark. Queen Mary from Denmark. That's the inspiration for that. So, yeah, it's my most recent book, and I'm actually coming out with the second one soon, potentially. But it's quite one thing like it. So if you want a Caribbean, West African-based fantasy story, especially for your family, your kids, this is it.
We'll be doing a book signing with him here at Bangla Soul on December 3rd. And if you're interested in books now, Howard has walked with some copies, $25, right? So if you're interested, you can actually buy it.
Oh my god, okay. Even better.
So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and close out tonight's Rhyme and Lime. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, it means the world to me that people are willing to come together for this night of expression and art. And I hope that you'll join us for the next one in November. Have a safe night if you're going out and you're celebrating Halloween. And thank you. One more kind of love back up.
So we have entered a contest. We are Harvard Fall. I'm Trudy. That's that love over there.
It's like work, but it's not work at the same time. Because I have to,
There's a bit of music.
I have to.
So I didn't do any poetry, but there's this amazing young lady called Yiba, and I'm going to do one of her songs. It's kind of a type of poetry for music. got you hypnotized. You say you love me, but I'm all inside. When I work so hard to keep you satisfied. I sure won't stay, but I'll be damned if I ever. No, she can't take you away from me. She can't take you away. I sure won't stay, but I'll be damned if I ever leave. We won't run away, we won't fall. Send me on my way. Send me on my way. I would like to reach out my hand and see you and tell you what to say about the guy.
I keep re-walking it. Sorry. Alex is speaking. He didn't realize that my phone was plugged in.
Search to find a way. I came back to let you know got a day for you, and I can't let go. My friends won't do what is wrong with me, 'cause I'm in a day for you to see. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. sound